Daily Words of God.
You should all now understand the true meaning of believing in God. The meaning of faith in God that I previously spoke about is related to your positive entry. This is not so today. Today, I would like to analyze the essence of your faith in God. Of course, this is guiding you from the negative. If I do not do so, then you will never know your true countenance, and will forever boast of your devoutness and faithfulness. In other words, if I do not unearth the ugliness deep within your hearts, then each of you will place a crown upon your head and give all glory to yourself. Your haughty and arrogant nature drives you to betray your own conscience, to rebel against and resist Christ, and to reveal your ugliness, thereby exposing to the light your intentions, notions, excessive desires, and eyes full of greed. And yet, you continue to profess that you will dedicate your life to the work of Christ. And you repeat again and again the truths that were spoken by Christ long ago. This is your faith. This is your faith without impurity. I have held man to a very strict standard all along. If your loyalty comes with intentions and conditions, then I would rather not have any of your so-called loyalty, for I abhor those who deceive me through their intentions and extort me with conditions. I only wish for man to be loyal to none other than me, and to do all things for the sake of and to prove that one word, faith. I despise your use of sweetened words to make me rejoice. For I always treat you with complete sincerity, and so I wish for you to also act toward me with a true faith. When it comes to faith, many may think that they follow God because they have faith. Otherwise, they would not bear such suffering. Then I ask you this: why is it that you never revere God, though you believe in His existence? Why, then, do you have no fear of God in your heart if you believe in His existence? You accept that Christ is the incarnation of God. So why do you hold such contempt and act so irreverently toward Him? Why do you openly judge Him? Why do you always watch His movements? Why do you not submit to His arrangements? Why do you not act in accordance with His word? Why do you extort and rob Him of His offerings? Why do you speak in the place of Christ? Why do you judge whether or not His work and His word are correct? Why do you dare blaspheme Him behind His back? Are these and others what constitute your faith? Every part of your speech and behavior reveals the elements of unbelief in Christ that you carry within. Your motives and goals for what you do are pervaded by unbelief. Even the look in your eyes and the breath you exhale are tainted with such elements. In other words, each of you, during every minute of the day, carry with you elements of unbelief. This means that at every moment you are in danger of betraying Christ, for the blood that runs through your body is infused with unbelief in the incarnate God. Therefore I say that the footprints you leave upon the path of belief in God are not substantial. Your journey along the path of belief in God is not well grounded, and you are instead simply going through the motions. You are always skeptical of the word of Christ and cannot immediately put it into practice. This is the reason that you do not have faith in Christ. And always having notions about Him is another reason that you do not believe in Christ. Always retaining skepticism about the work of Christ, letting the word of Christ fall on deaf ears, having an opinion on whatever work is done by Christ, and not being able to properly understand it, having difficulty putting down notions, no matter the explanation you receive, and so on. These are all elements of unbelief mixed in your hearts. Though you follow the work of Christ and never fall behind, there is too much rebellion mixed in your hearts. This rebellion is an impurity in your belief in God. Perhaps you do not agree, but if you cannot recognize your own intentions from it, then you shall surely be one who will perish. For God perfects only those who truly believe in Him, not those who are skeptical of Him, and least of all, those who follow Him, despite never having believed that He is God.
Why don't you revere God, though His existence you believe? Why don't you fear Him, if in your heart you still believe? Christ is God incarnate, it's a fact you can accept. So why are you scornful and irreverent? Do these show your belief? Each minute you carry on belief. This means that every moment towards Christ you risk betrayal, for your very body's full of doubt towards God incarnate. Thus God says your path is not firm with faith, that you are not well grounded, half-hearted in belief, that you are not well grounded, half-hearted in belief. Why do you judge God, watching where He goes? Why don't you submit to His plan and follow His words? Why extort and steal His offerings? Why speak in place of Christ? Why blaspheme Him behind His back? Why judge His work and words? Do these show your